Trojans will kick this away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Oh, look at the quick cut. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Back in motion now. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Looking to pass this time. And they heave it deep downfield. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. And brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
After that incompletion, it's third down. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on third down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
And now the kicking team has called for a timeout before the kickoff. The offense stays on the field in this opening drive. They'll go for it in their own territory. Fourth down, look at the throw for it. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the visitors stuffed for no gain. An inspired crowd here tonight.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Lane. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
And the Trojans are in the red zone. Third down play here out of the shotgun. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. The Mustangs offense back on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. They flip it to him on the jet sweep.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Receiver in motion now. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Finds room at the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The old toss play, man. This is a play that used to be so popular in college football when teams ran out of the I formation. Nowadays, you can pretty much run the toss out of almost any formation. But the key is still sealing the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle. Got to seal the edge to be able to allow your back to get to the corner.
Getting set. Here's second down. It's an option look. The back's got it on the pitch. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Snags the quick throw. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down. The Mustangs will crank up the tempo.
That's a great play by this offense to keep the drive alive, and a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a deep completion. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
The defense is electing to play double coverage on this receiver, and the quarterback still tries to squeeze the ball in there.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's across the 25. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Mustangs have 1st and 10 here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. Aiming for the end zone. It's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Boy, the offense has to feel incredibly fortunate that they are able to retain possession. The ball's on the ground. It ends up going out of bounds to give them another play and another opportunity in a game right now that they're trailing. They're looking for at very least a field goal and still can hope for a touchdown.
The Mustangs will line up now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ponies. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution on that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
This one will be fair caught. Should be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. SMU 7, USC 3.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. The tight end makes the catch downfield. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down.
He's tackled at the 47. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
A new set of downs after that completion. Caught on the outside. It's Branch. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play. Now it's 2nd down here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Football comes out. Looks like the defense has it.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. A beautiful, balanced drive. Reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? To throw, it's Jennings. He's going to take off. He gets loose and able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. But when he goes down after a short gain, it's not enough for the first down. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on second and goal, and now it's third and goal for the offense.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Hey, I really like the idea on third down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on third down. Sometimes that can work out. But the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
And that is no good. And the lead remains at 4 after the miss.
Oh, off the upright there. Boy, he hit it clean. It was end over end. I thought it had a real chance, and the ball just kind of kept moving on him, and then doink, right off the upright.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback dropping back. He's looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. It's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. And the Trojans begin a new series here, 1st and 10. He'll ride the back again here. Fighting him off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The pass rush closing in. Pass ball is incomplete, but there's a flag. Will it keep the drive alive? Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. He connected the first time. This attempt is from 44 yards away. And this one is right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Bringing it out, it's Smith. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. It's a run. Running back's got it. They bring him down right at the 20.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And it's incomplete, in and out of the hands of the running back. It's going to bring up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive. The best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Well, this head coach clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. Send the back in motion. Trying for a 4th down completion. The sure hands. It's Daniels. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, I just don't get it. You're inside your own red zone, and you're going for it here. You might as well just give the opponent the ball and a chance to score an easy touchdown.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
And the Trojans looking to cash in the red zone. Tailback takes the handoff again. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
1st and goal, an opportunity to take the lead before halftime. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Sets up a 3rd down and goal from the 6. Launching one to the end zone. And he'll get there. Touchdown, SC. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 6. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line. Should have just taken a knee. This will likely be the last play of the half. On the ground, it's Smith. They make the stop to get the ball carrier down. So that wraps up a wild first half. We'll take a couple of deep breaths here, take a break, and be back for the second half soon. The Mustangs will kick this away to start the second half.
Number 41, set to kick this one.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Pass hauled in inside the 15. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, USC.
Number 1.
And now they'll empty the backfield on this 2-point conversion. Here's the snap. And he's looking to throw. And it's picked off in the end zone. Oh, and he fumbles. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Takes the handoff. It's Smith. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got him probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Head coach stays aggressive after failing on the last 2 4th down attempts. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Launching it downfield. And is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Crosses the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes it a 19-point lead.
That makes the score USA 26.
There's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Number 96, set to kick it away.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Brought down at the 20-yard line. Brings up second down.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. The sure hands. It's Smith. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. And the Mustangs looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
He flips it to the back across the middle. They bring him down after a short gain there. No huddle now for the offense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Bailey. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Looking to chuck it again. Fires it to the wideout. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Finding some room at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
And the Trojans hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And they're trying to punch it in here. It's going to be a loss on the play. Force out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line. Eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
They'll try to run it with the option. They'll toss it to the back. Touchdown, Southern California. And the beatdown continues. That's a crucial touchdown for the offense, padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
USC 33, SMU 7.
Bringing it out, it's Smith. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And your SMU Mustangs will take over first and 10.
Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. And he lofts it toward the sideline. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down but missed it.
Man, if I'm this offense, Chris, I stay aggressive. I know they didn't connect there, but keep testing this defense. Keep challenging them, because if you do connect on that one, it could be a game-breaking play.
Not able to connect, incomplete.
That is an ill-advised pass right there. Falling away from his target, throwing the ball off his back foot.
Looking to throw. It's Jennings. Catch made on the out route.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's got some space. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
1st and goal, handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, USC 33, SMU 7.
Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And the wideout goes in motion. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
USC.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. This runs through a man. A mismatch. Touchdown, SC. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the extra point was up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there.
And your SMU Mustangs will take over 1st and 10.
And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. Defense shows him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Back to pass. It's Jennings. Using his legs on the scramble. Gets some space around the 30. And the ball to the ground. The defense has picked up the football going the other way.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
The offense is set up with excellent field position.
Let's go! Let's go!
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball and turned into a floater. Now, defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help. Testing the right side here. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches.
And this guy did everything that he could to try to get to that first down marker. It looks like he's just going to be inches short, and it's decision time for the offensive coordinator and head coach.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. No, they've stopped him short. The defense with a big fourth down play to protect this lead late in the game. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And while this is incomplete, we have a flag down on the field. Let's see what this is all about. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Second down after that previous play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
They move the ball into good position, but now it's third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running back grabs it on a screen. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Tight end makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal. And the Trojans looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback, and it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. The quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 11.
Here we go.
Brought down short of the end zone at the 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
They've moved it to the 3. Now it's 3rd and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They keep the kicker on the sidelines. It's 4th down from the 4. They're going for it. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's a sack. They gamble and go for it, but the defense a huge stop on 4th and goal.
Instead of getting points here and going for the field goal, this offense decides to get aggressive, and the offensive line gives up the sack. It looked like they miscommunicated. The defense, to their credit, is able to get after the quarterback, and they come up with not only a stop, but now they get the ball back themselves.
And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Here's the 2nd down play. Dropping back. It's Jennings. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Solid gain there. Moves the ball up to the 32.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. That's caught. It's Bailey. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And the USC offense is back out on the field. We come back out protecting a safe lead. What an awesome feeling to be way ahead in a big road game. Looking right, this one caught. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Trojans will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
221 wing, 221 wing.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Going for a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works. They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here.
Quick, quick.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
To throw, it's Jennings. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Jukes past the defender, he's in the clear. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening to spot the ball at the 22. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock.
Let's go.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And that will be incomplete, trying for a consolation touchdown, but it's no good, and time expires on the game. Well, this was a team that seemed to relish the underdog role, Kirk. Not many people gave them a shot, and they seemed to get fuel from that.
Yeah, they had a different kind of energy about them today. I got to give them all the credit in the world. You could see on the sidelines how fired up they were. They knew a lot of people had counted them out before this game even started. They were able to prove them all wrong.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.